What is up, Total Excellence? Dudes, thank you all so much for waiting patiently. We were a little bit late, and it's been forever since I've been live streaming. So thank you, dudes, so much. So we're going to be shouting out to Nefarious, Late, and Jay, I guess. I'm sorry, dudes. Jetfire, hello there. Hello there, Jetfire. And we got Benjamin Soto. I'm here for the party. I brought the chips. Oh, man. It's kind of complicating when you're behind the screen. But got Nefarious. Hurry up. Some of us wants to back the book before we turn 90. We got Frog G in the house, the real G. Let's do this for sure. We got Gabriel Perez, sup. So, yeah, dudes. We got Patchworks Comics presents Spells and Superheroes. And I have the honor to bring on Jin Gingerton in the house. What's up, dude?
What's up, guys? Nefarious, thank you so much, bro. You are an absolute madman. Thank you, dude. For backing the book already. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Amazing. So, and also we got another team from Patchwork Comics, Gambino Studios. What's up, dude?
What's going on, everybody? Thanks for having us on.
I also actually have another member of the team with us. He arrived just at the last moment. It's Jacob Whittingham, all the way from Australia. However, unfortunately, due to a lack of color in my printer, he could only be here in black and white. So
he has a pet gator too.
Yeah, I thought you would. That's something you guys could probably talk about. It's going to be a bit of a one-sided conversation.
Listen, man, I love gators, man. I mean, it brings home to me since I'm from Florida. So
I feel that.
So yeah, dudes, how's everybody doing, guys? And congratulations on your launch. Let me actually refresh this.
You have a pet gator?
I wish, I wish I could legally own it. It's a standard Florida thing. So
yeah,
that's true.
I mean, there's no laws against, owning a duck. I could literally grab a duck if I want to, but
I want a duck personally. All right, guys. Yeah. Thank you. 2 backers already. Thank you.
That's awesome.
2 backers already. Thank you guys so much. Already on a head start. So yeah, guys, let's just cut to the chase, guys. What is Spells and Superheroes? Because that's quite of a unique mix, man. It's something that I'm not very well aware, but I think it's the first time I've ever seen that is a mix between fantasy and superheroes and all that jazz. So, I mean, Ginge, what was your thought process when you thought of this?
I actually keep hearing that's people's kind of first time seeing that mixture. I didn't think of it like that when coming up with the story. It was really just kind of a mix of the things that I like normally. I'm a big fantasy guy. Also love superheroes. It's been 2 things that I've been into. So the story just kind of worked out that way. And there is a little sprinkle of horror in there, or just more like thriller, I suppose, with the Saw element. The Dungeon Master has captured the team and is basically holding them hostage, forcing them to play a game of D&D. That's his shtick.
So basically his shtick is you want to play a game?
Yeah, he's Jigsaw, but that guy, yeah.
Yeah, no, he has let's actually scroll down because I unfortunately can't play the video because they'll just watch just a video but no audio on my end, unfortunately, guys. So he has quite of a schnoz.
Yeah, he's got a big old nose.
So
he's an Italian villain.
Oh, he's Italian. Okay, so at least now we know what his origin began. It's just spilled spaghetti, and then that's when he became the Dungeon Master. Just bringing these guys.
You spill some on your tabletop, the whole thing's ruined. You have to throw things out. I mean, that's enough to ruin anybody's day, really.
Yeah, man. So let me see. Gabriel Perez says it's Justin Bieber. I don't know. I guess I am. I don't know. I honestly do not see the comparisons, I guess maybe because I'm growing longer hair. Some say I'm Fabio, which I am flattered because that's basically my hair goals. Thank you, Jetfire. Some appreciation. Thank
Got to show
you,
some hair love.
thank you so much, Nefarious. Already backed it.
Sorry,
You can
Gambino.
stop streaming now.
I got it here.
Right. I can't grow that there. I call it the Joe Dirt patch, the trailer park
Oh man,
joint. It
That's
just doesn't
beautiful.
grow.
Mine started coming out of here, and it started growing
Right.
out of here. So I was like,
oh
all right,
no.
I'll take it.
Right.
Yeah, no, dudes. So, yeah. So, Ginge, like, how did you form this team here for Patchworks Comics? Was it just due to contract? Like, how did you find your team?
Mm-hmm.
Like, just let
Right.
the people know.
So I got into the indie comics scene almost a year ago. It was in
Mhm.
October of last year, and it was through Tyler's Draw and Talk, right? His Discord. From there, I came across Lucifer Storm's channel, just watching his how to write comic tutorials.
Oh, that's
Long story
fantastic.
short, right? He's got a great channel too for anybody looking for writing advice, but. Long story short, I basically came across the Alterna forums, and right when Pete put the Help Wanted thing up, I came across our good friend Jacob Whittingham here, and he had some stuff that I thought was really impressive, some really interesting Star Wars stuff, and yeah, so I contacted him and got him on board pretty much right away.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm well aware of Jacob because he did a fantastic fan art of one of the Gators, and I'm like, dude, it's like how he drew the Gators was just him just drawing a Gator. It's just fantastic. He has a certain way of like within details and how he it's like how he creates like the character designs and all that stuff. Let me see. Shout out to the Calvary Collective. Thankfully, I'm getting paid again before this finishes. I'll
Hooray.
definitely be backing. Oh, thank you so
Bro.
much, bud.
Appreciate that.
Make sure to hit both those like and subscribe button, friends. Thank you so much, Calvary. So, yeah, no, this is such like, Ginge, I've been like, you and I were going back and forth, like literally like as like a concept and idea. Now, like within it was fast too. It was like, holy crap! It's like these guys got it done fast within a 6 month span, right?
Yeah. Jacob got started pretty much right away. As soon as we hired him, he sent us the character sketches and a couple thumbnails for a few pages, and then over like the next week or so, he got started on I think like the first 2 pages.
Oh, wow.
He was really good about it. Yeah, he was working on another project as well, which is cool. But yeah, I mean, he got it done really quick. Yep.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. What was like Jacob's turnaround whenever he turns in the page, like both penciled and inked?
We probably got one. It would vary here and there, but it was probably at least one a month, I'd say, but maybe 2 or 3. It would kind of come in spurts too.
Okay. Yeah, no. So, because at least with Jacob was a fantastic artist, man. Is it like I wish he's here so I could like ask him if maybe it's his first time ever working on like interior work or pages and stuff. But unfortunately we don't. But does he have an experience doing like comic pages and stuff before he worked with you guys?
This is technically his second book. He's working on one right now. That's a longer book. It's this writer he's hooked up with. It's a screenplay, I believe. And Jacob, I think he's either translating it from the screenplay script or the writer did it over in comic script. But he's almost done with that. I think about another 6 or 7 pages, he said. So yeah, we're actually going to be doing something when he finishes that. So I can't say too much, but it'll be fun.
Yeah, no, most definitely. So let me give a shout out to this awesome creator right here, BMR Comics, which is AKA Nicholas Mueller. Hopefully I said it correctly because I always get his last name wrong, but I believe it's Mueller.
What's up, Nick?
Like, yeah, no, I'm a patron, so dudes, like, I do recommend you be a patron because, dude, this guy's. What I'm so happy for him is, which is my goal for Tyler, is that he becomes like full-time comic creator because of Patreon, and mostly he got a successful goal within Demon Hunter Volume 3, and right now I got an email that he's shipping it out, so I cannot wait. I got my hands just was it coloring a pinup cover for Calvary Collective's character, Sunchild, and just like it's just the idea of it is I'm just so freaking excited. I wish I could say more, but that's on Nicholas Patreon. That Thank God I have an extra key because I don't know how I can continue interviewing with you guys. But
Sorry, I was just saying hello to the chat. My bad, bro.
Yeah, no, it's all good. We got Benjamin Soto, backer number 3. Excellent, dude.
You man, bro.
Thank you guys so much, man.
Do you guys use Patreon a lot?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you guys use Patreon a lot? Like, is that a popular thing within the indie comics community?
So far, it's just only it's like a variety. I've followed just like maybe just a few mainstream artists. One is Brett Booth, and it used to be Rob Liefeld. He hasn't been too consistent with his updates, but so far, like Patreon is just mostly just to support creators and stuff. And so far, I just only followed only 2, which is just Nicholas Mueller and Tyler for Draw and Talk. But enough of my jibber jabbering. We got another guest on. We got Pedro, the mastermind behind the trailer.
What?
What's up, Pedro?
What's up, guys?
Hey,
thanks for coming, bro.
Yeah, dude. Congrats on the launch, man.
Thank you. Oh yeah.
Don't stop what I'm happy to have.
What's up, buddy?
Not much.
Is there any way we can maybe share somebody's screen and play the trailer? Would that be?
Well, I have the original here, so let me just.
Let's see if we can share the audio. That's only on my end. If we can share the audio.
Yeah. No, I mean, if I share the audio, it should be all right. Let me see. I think this is the one. Share screen, share audio.
There we go.
Okay. You guys ready?
Yep. We're ready. Yeah.
See, if I had a slide whistle right now, that would be the perfect.
Yeah, right. Let me see. Share your screen, Pedro. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh yeah, I'm sharing it. Yeah.
Oh, we don't see anything.
Yeah, we don't see anything.
Okay, let me see.
You can kind of see it in your glasses.
Yeah. Maybe we hold on. Let's do this. All right, perfect. Now if we
there you go.
There we go. Perfect. Oh shoot. Okay. There you go.
I've been watching in the shadows, waiting, biding my time to make sure you were worthy. And now it begins. Foxman, Zoo Girl, Triclops, Madam Magic. You fools think you can stop me? You never had a chance! Spells and superheroes.
that's the one that's missing like the.
That's
was
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Pedro,
Yeah.
you did a fantastic job, man.
Oh,
So-
thanks.
So now we know you're the mastermind, just the trailer and the animation. So what's your background, Pedro? Because this is the first time you're ever on this show, and everyone's seeing you, dude. So
Okay, so I'm a trained animator. I've been. Oh, don't do that.
come on.
I've been animated for 20 years now. I studied in Canada, Vancouver Institute of Media Arts,
Mhm.
and I didn't stay up north because I got married, so I came back to Panama. So I've been doing advertising basically
Okay.
for the last 20 years. So my midlife crisis is, why did I study animation in the first place, and to do things that are fun? So I put like adult diapers and tunicans to the side and started doing things I like. So, and it all coincided with the whole comics gate movement and the whole like rebirth of CG.
Mhm.
So I said, okay, what do I bring to the mix? Like, I mean, I love comics, but I'm not really a comic book artist per se. So I'm putting like my animation knowledge at the service of everybody who wants to make a campaign. And I mean, Spells and Superheroes is my third client right now, and all the. So yeah.
Yeah, no, fantastic, dude. See, it wasn't that hard, Pedro.
No, it's not that
spotlighting
hard.
to everybody to see you, man. You know, we want potential clients to get to see you, dude.
Yeah, it's it's a lot of fun, man. It's a lot of fun. I'm trying to keep the prices affordable because I know we're all struggling. We're all starting. So I see this planting seeds.
Right.
Hey, what's up, Froggy? Froggy's the man.
Yeah.
And and I mean, the way I see it, I mean, we're all on our little boats, just with our little oars. But if we make a critical mass of just basically kick-ass IPs, there's a lot of things that can be done. And animation might be like a second or third tier. Like, I'm working on a book myself right now. Like, I'm really inspired by all you guys. Yeah. Let me take this up like this.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Now I can't see. I see shapes now, but
You see shapes.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll say this about Pedro's trailer. That thing, I think, was what really took the whole campaign, at least the way it came out to people, to the next level. Just because, if you have a trailer, you look way more like you know what you're doing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And really, I just saw his work and contacted him on Alternus Forum again. I guess this is like an Alterna ad over here, but no.
Oh.
It's a great place to find people. And that's that's where I found Pedro.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
man. Okay.
That's
okay.
right. That's right.
Yeah, I see Pedro getting a lot more clients in the near future.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I can only hope, man. I can only hope.
I hope so too, man. I love seeing those
Yeah.
kind of trailers.
Yeah, no. I mean, honestly, dude, like all these like comic trailers, they'll do, I don't know if you're well aware of this thing called motion graphics kind of thing, where they actually
yeah.
use like the panels and stuff. So they've experimented with that too, which I find it cool. But usually, what I see most of the trailers is just just screenshots of like the panels and stuff, and they just play around with it, which I totally, regardless, I appreciate the trailers, and again, it takes time. But what you did, Pedro, I'm a huge animation geek. I love animation. Honestly, it was one of the things that I wanted to pursue, but due to things with technology and CGI and stuff, it kind of veered off my interest. And I think the closest thing to it was comics in a way. So
yeah, of course.
But I think in a way it just changes the game. Whereas okay, it's like now you can put animation within the mix and just simple, which is fine. It's screenshots of pages and stuff, but just having a trailer of just an animation with the characters and stuff and the introductions to the characters, which was like fantastic. That's a huge plus.
I had a lot of fun producing that. Really, like, I mean, there are things I can't show yet because obviously, like the campaigns are not out yet. But it's just been fun, like really interesting IPs, like character designs of the hook, dude, and that's one of the reasons. Like, okay, I used to teach animation like for 10 years. Like I used to own an animation school.
Oh wow, that's fantastic.
But I was training people to do what I was doing. You know, like I teach them the character design, all the facets, and when they go out and get a job, they end up doing like tuna cans and commercials and let's go film some girls in bikinis at the beach, which is nice.
Want a Fanta?
Yeah, I mean, you get paid for that. Sure.
Yeah, but in the end, all the kids come like, oh, I want to make a manga. I want to do my own anime. You know, like that's the dream of people who are into art and into comic books and whatnot. And that dream can't really be realized. Oh, by the way, I'm in Latin America. I'm not really even in the US, so it's even more difficult. It's more difficult. So yeah, I'm just living my dream in Espanol, I guess.
Yeah, no, I truly appreciate you, Pedro, just coming by because the time difference is huge.
No, not really. I'm in Central Time.
Oh, okay, perfect. Mine's Eastern, so so it's much more easier for you Central guys. So you know, I already have enough. I already talked to Ginge, so people know Ginge. We got to talk to you, Pedro. Now we got to talk to you, Gambino.
Oh boy.
Studios. So, you know, I mean, we got to get to know everyone in the team. So who's Gambino?
Might be a little repeat of a couple weeks ago, so sorry if the chat has heard this stuff already. But yeah, I'm Anthony. My background started in graphic design. I kind of didn't really know what I wanted to do as an adult, and my high school guidance counselor was like, well, what do you like to do? I said, well, I really love to draw. And, you know, I took a bunch of Photoshop classes and I like that. And she goes, well, maybe try graphic design. You know, you get to draw sometimes. It's mainly like computer stuff and marketing for companies and stuff like that. But it's creative and you might like it. I said, all right. So there was a school about 6 minutes away from my house that had it. I went into graphic design, and then halfway through, I took an illustration course, became obsessed with that, and double majored. And then, you know, I work full time for Marvel as a graphic designer. That's my day job, and now I'm a freelance illustrator too, and freelance colorist also for Patrick. So it's yeah, I've been surrounding myself with storytelling for the better part of 10 years now, and thank God that, you know, I stumbled upon those classes and stuff because I truly love it.
Wow, that's Marvel Comics. You got me at that. So
Yeah.
how did you get your grimy hands to getting a job at Marvel Comics?
Your garlic butter Italian covered hands.
Yeah, right.
So I was actually from the same hometown as one of the letterers. And I reached out to him when I graduated, and I was like, you know, I'm interested in working in this industry. Like, any tips, or if you could, you know, I have a bunch of questions. If you could answer any questions, like that would be great. I'd really appreciate your time. And he said, yeah, absolutely. And he goes, I'm actually going to be at a convention in Connecticut. If you could get a ticket, come hang out, and I'll answer whatever questions you have. I was like, all right, cool. So I went, spent the whole day there. He looked over my portfolio and answered all my questions, and, you know, told me what the industry is looking for as far as design stuff. And then, like 8 months later, something like that, I had just started a new job. Like the first day I started a job at it was a pet company. Like they made toys for pets, and they needed a graphic designer. I got an email from this guy, and he was like, send me your resume right now. I was like, what the fuck? So I sent him my resume, and then I was only at that job for like 6 weeks because I got the other job. So that was a little over 5 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. been fun. It's been fun.
Yeah, it
Wow,
does
man.
happen. It just does happen like that. Like your first jobs are always gonna be weird.
Dude, it was great. I felt so bad, man. My first day, and I was like, I need
Yeah,
off like in 2 days. Like, what? Who are you?
yeah.
I'm working with Marvel. That's who.
Mhm.
It's funny you mentioned a dog toy company. Years ago, I just had way too much free time in a notebook and had come up with like 16 different dog toy ideas. I was like making a better dog bed. I don't know.
Nice.
I had
Oh,
just got my dog and I was like, all right, this is interesting. I don't know. It was
Dude,
just,
I don't know. Like,
I wish
I
I
don't
knew
know.
you when I was working there. We could have submitted your ideas.
no,
Yeah,
they
right?
were all horrible nonsense, but
You
it was
just-
fun.
You guys are making me think back to like really weird projects I've worked on, and there was this campaign for a diarrhea medicine.
Oh my!
But, yeah.
Wow,
And-
this is quite of a okay.
And they wanted a superhero, so I had to design.
You mean a
uh,
superhero?
Yeah, a superhero
superhero?
that fought cholera. Yeah,
Oh.
that was colorful.
So worthy cause.
Yeah, I mean the whole thing. Like every time I had like a superhero project, it was a horrible story. Is yeah, it was like that. It was that diarrhea thing, and the the bad guy was called Diarrhea. I mean, I didn't make the script. Like, they just handed it to me. I was like, so it's called Diarrhea. Like, yeah. Like, oh, okay.
Oh.
And there was this other that there's a like a those milk supplement for kids.
Mm-hmm.
The what?
The like milk supplement for kids, like formula.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So they were doing this formula commercial, but the creative head was really obsessed with the Power Rangers. So
Oh my God.
he wanted to mix those concepts. And it was basically like, yeah, it could be like a super soaker. So you want your Power Ranger to shoot milk at kids' mouths.
Ooh.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So yeah, dude, like I'm so happy here. I'm so happy now. Yeah, dude.
There goes Ginger's next big idea.
Yeah.
Well, thanks,
Yeah, right.
Anthony. As long as you're on board to do the art for
Hell
me,
yeah.
concept art.
Yeah, dude.
Asia already has the basis for the animation.
Mm-hmm. And the super
Right.
soaker thing just.
Oh. He got me at Power Rangers, but
Yeah.
the Super Soaker and
Yeah, and the thing is, like, it starts good, and then it goes downhill, and then like the clown music starts, and then like, okay, yeah,
oh man,
it's not in the cards.
it should not even exist. Period.
Yeah,
It's just-
exactly.
It's one of those things where someone has to have the sanity saying stop now.
Yeah,
Just no.
and let it go. That's
Yeah.
the thing. What I like about this community, that it's really hard to find like nepotism,
Mhm.
because there's no like big money involved.
Mm-hmm.
Like down here, normally, like your boss would be, or the son of the boss, who's basically like a pothead or a cokehead, which
Okay.
is even worse.
Yeah.
And the dad's like, hey, my kid needs to do something. Oh, let's make him like the head creative of the ad agency. And dude, it's just one stupid idea after the other. It's like, hey, let's make a tomato rain.
Tomato Rain.
Yeah. A guy once, like, he used to do the rounds to smoke pot around the office,
Right.
like to get ideas. So he comes in like eyes all over the place, like tomato rain. What do you mean tomato rain? Yeah, for the supermarket campaign we have to do, tomato rain. Trust me, and he leaves.
I see. Make it rain tomatoes.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's my background, my horror story. Like, or let's talk about spells and superheroes, please.
Yeah. Right. We were getting really deep into this dark hole. Of
Yeah, dude, I'm getting
Pedro's
PTSD now.
horror
Yeah.
stories.
You can
Yeah.
So,
come back now, please.
We got another backer, Jackson Zelda.
All
Thank you
right.
so much for backing,
Thank
dude.
you, bro. Thank you,
You guys are
Jackson.
the best.
You're the
We
man.
got another one. So let's go. And what I love is to refresh. So we had 2 backers.
Yeah.
Now we got 5 backers.
Hey-o.
All right.
Hello.
Thank you,
All
guys.
right.
Awesome. Thank you.
Just halfway there, guys. Halfway there. Fantastic job, guys. You know, I wish I could.
You're making it very affordable, James. Like I like the fact because I mean everybody's already like used to the whole like $25 for a book. So just making it affordable, like to me, it's like this is a learning curve too. Because you know, like how many pages is your book gonna be?
It's 11 pages of story, but it'll be 16 pages when it's all done. There had to be a couple extra pages, but I didn't write the script to continue the story, so I didn't want to do that. I felt it would be kind of maybe just trying to shoehorn things in. So we've got some other stuff planned. It'll be maybe some extra art. I've got a couple maybe commissions. I don't want to say too much. It's all stuff that's coming towards the end of the campaign, but yeah, we got some plans for those couple extra pages.
But because yeah, dude, like I don't want to say like the $25 is prohibitive. Because I mean I'm buying my Indiegogo books, no problem. And I mean for everybody who's doing international, I found a way to make it cheaper in Latin America. So if you can find like a mailbox service, it's a private service that basically ships things in bulk and make it way affordable. Like you can access any kind of books from Amazon, Indiegogo, or well, I don't want to say Kickstarter because that's like a taboo word.
Right.
But yeah, like it makes it very affordable. And so far, I've got like Chrono Mechanics. I have Absolute One. No problem. Like the shipping was like
Nice.
$10 extra.
Oh,
Is it
wow.
like stamps.com or something? Is it like one of those?
No,
websites?
it's not. It's not really. It's basically like an office. So basically, you link your account to an address in Miami.
Okay.
So the bus will get to Miami, and then everybody from Panama who asks something for that day will be only one shipment. So it's one container coming down to Panama with all the stuff. So it brings everything down, all the prices down.
Interesting.
And
I
so
like that.
yeah, so that's the thing. Like I don't know. Like I know the UK is having a lot of trouble
Yeah.
with the whole Batten thing. So maybe a service like that could help. But I don't know. Like I the last time I went to England, I was playing with a band and I was doing drugs. The UK is having a lot.
Pedro, you have a wild history, bro.
Yeah, no, Pedro has freaking crazy stories to like just tell us the whole day, man. I need to hang out with you, Pedro. You have
Oh yeah, that would
quite
be
fascinating stories, man, that I'll just sit through and just have popcorn. You know?
Well, I don't know, dude. Like I'm 47, and
Okay. You don't look it.
no. That's what I get for being a quarter black, I guess. Actually, I have that tattoo. I have that tattooed in my back. Black don't crack. No joke. And I don't know, man. It's been a wild ride. Like I studied law for a while because I didn't know what to do.
Right.
But I went to study in Colombia, which is the country below Panama. The only problem is that I went to Colombia in the 90s. And if you guys know a little bit of history, the 90s is when Pablo Escobar was in power.
Yeah.
So I was studying, and there was like bombs and shootouts, and I saw like dead people. Like I don't know what my parents were thinking. But in all that danger, I was having a lot of fun, and I discovered comics in Colombia actually. I mean, I was playing in like I played guitar for 30-something years, so I've always been in bands. And one of the drummers gave me it was an X-Men. I don't remember the number of the X-Men, but it was the Bastion arc from the 90s.
Okay.
So I read that. I went to. I mean, there's no really like comic book shops in Latin America. You get more like hobby shops, and you can get comic books in pharmacies. So it was very limited. But I got like the Joe Kelly run of Deadpool, like Deadpool 14. That's the first comic I bought with my money.
Mm.
And then I went back and bought like all the Deadpools up to Deadpool 1, and from there, like I never looked back. But yeah, from that. But parallel to that, I was more like a musician.
Mhm.
Alongside, like I was right now I have 3 bands. I have a punk band.
Okay.
I have a hardcore band that plays like New York hardcore, like propane kind of that kind of stuff.
All right.
And I have a stoner rock band with my brother, which is the one I like the most. Yeah.
Oh man,
That's awesome, dude.
that's wow. That's fantastic, dude. So like now that I don't know, man. what I like about animators is that they're not just one thing. Like they just learned the art form and movement and all this stuff. It's like they have to experience certain things in their lives to create stories. To you know what, what in a certain like triggers your emotion to feel sad or to feel excited. And it's just not only movement, but there's sound effects and all that stuff. So I mean, you know, I find it very fascinating.
Yeah, but as an animator, you become a very annoying person.
Well, I mean, you're how I could defend that. Okay, you are annoying.
I can hardly stand you already, Pedro.
He's basically stealing this whole campaign as we speak.
Yeah.
But what I find is that which is fun fact too, it's like the most occupation where you live the longest is the animators, because most of them live like up to 100 years.
Yeah.
And the reason why they live that long is they wake up having a purpose, and literally they die on their drawing table what they're working on. So I mean, to me, that's like maybe the most beautiful death that you could ever, you know, just go away from than just, I'm going to sleep peacefully in my bed. Hopefully nothing will ever happen, right?
Yeah, I mean, it did wonders for my marriage since I'm divorced now. But yeah, it's exactly that. It's exactly that. Like I wake up and I'm thinking about movement. And I mean, you become annoying because you're watching everybody all the time.
Right.
From how they walk, little quirks. Like if I'm on a date, I'm looking at how she eats, but I'm staring. Like it's freaking annoying. And
everyone loves that. So
yeah, they resent that. Like, what are you looking at? Your lower jaw.
Wait, who's in the moonlight?
Yeah, exactly. No, it's not in a sexy way because you're like, and then I'm like sketching. Like, wow, you have a defect. You know, it's just not.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's not cool. But yeah, like you. I mean, right now I live in a little farm like my family owns, and I'm living in seclusion right now because I mean the whole COVID forced me to do this movement. I had to move out of the city, and I'm breathing, living, eating animation all day, every day. I'm not doing anything else, so it's very, 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 very cool. And projects like this, like Spells and Superheroes, I mean, it's given me the opportunity to stretch my legs. Like doing character animation commercially is very, very difficult. Because most clients they just say like, okay, I have this logo. Can you make it like appear after a thunder? Like, you know, like motion graphics basically. It's mostly what you do. So I mean, having the opportunity to do character animation with interesting looking characters, dude, to me it's heaven. So I'm waking up with a smile. Lonely, but with a smile.
Well, at least you get to, at least your work is being shared, because what you did for Spells and Superheroes was fantastic.
Oh,
and
thanks.
we Comic Talks with Pop Van Zandt. Back this book. Total excellence demand it. Yes, sir. We do demand it. So let's refresh for a moment. Let's refresh.
Yeah, please.
We can also go over a little bit more of the all the stuff on the book there.
Yeah, most definitely. That was one of the things that I keep forgetting is to scroll down. We're like, how many minutes we're in? Like about to be 40 minutes, and we didn't even talk about the tears because Pedro is so hypnotizing with this story.
I'm annoying. I told you.
Nah, you are a pile of joy. Just don't go to my house. So, anyways, I'm kidding. The feature tier, Don't Go Alone, $15. So, which is a boatload of stuff, which is pretty interesting. So, what does that come with, Pedro?
I need my eyes for this. Wait.
Okay, yeah. So it's a digital copy of the book. It's a physical copy for $15, right? It's our feature tier. You get the whole campaign. It's the digital copy, the physical. It's a logo, the Patchwork Comics logo. You'll get a sticker. It's a 3-inch sticker. The Game Master 4-inch patch that was drawn by Frankie Washington. Frankie B. Washington.
Oh wow!
Right.
Dude,
tomorrow, he was really kind enough to draw when he did the video, or he did a video when he made the patch up, and tomorrow he'll actually be posting that on Twitter. So it's a cool little video watching him, do his thing. He's a real pro. So
he's a master.
Yeah.
And that patch looks. If anyone hasn't scrolled down yet, like the patch
Yeah,
just saw for the first time a few minutes ago.
Yeah, let's take a look at the patch. So, interior work looks great.
Yeah,
the colors
Jacob's
too.
the man.
There we go.
That's
There's
the
the patch.
sticker.
Okay, that's a sticker. Okay,
Yep.
false call, guys.
There's the patch.
There's the patch.
Nice.
Oh man, that's dope.
Dope, man.
Dude.
Wow.
Yep. Frankie was great. He was the second person I went to. The first person I contacted was Jacob, and then the second person I went to was Frankie. It was just like the two people.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Frankie was the one that did the art, or that was Jacob, and then Frankie just converted into making it fit to a patch.
Nope, this was all Frankie. He's
Really? Wow.
this is patch making is one of his specialties, I think, or at least he definitely does it for a lot of people and has for a while. So yeah, he whipped this thing right up. We kind of went back and forth on what we wanted, and yeah, he had this done in probably less than a week.
Wow.
Dude.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yo,
no.
I like the colors he came up with better than the ones I did for the damn character.
Yeah, maybe I should have shown you this, but it's fine. I love both. You guys both did great.
Yeah, no, this looks fantastic. I mean, it like the colors that he used really pops. It's like it's just not only the background, but it's just it's like I don't know. It just catches my eye. I'm a colorist too, so it's like I remember what was it? I remember you were testing me as like, oh, what was the difference like between CMYK and
RGB
and RGB, and I remember and I was able to tell the difference because the white was a little bit faded, so I was like, oh.
Yeah, dude.
Frankie knows what he's doing.
Yeah, dude. I mean, the things like the lighting is very dramatic on the face, the book, the hands, and the things like he's thinking about is gonna be stitched, so it's not really graded. You have like different levels that are fairly noticeable, like from one grade to another, but it helps. Like it reads perfectly. And there's nothing like he's a master. What can I say? Like I love the fact that I get slapped down every day watching people's art. Like I have to learn how to do that, and that's very difficult. It's very difficult to find a community that shows that, and there's no like without drama. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Yeah, most definitely.
And dude, you got guys like Frankie B. Washington. I mean Gambino, Matt Barr, Dan Fraga. Like every day you see someone like, hey guys, I saw I do this. Like okay, I want to chop off my hand. But it's cool, man. It's cool. Like I feel like we are all growing, and it's showing in the books. Like you see an indie book like from 2019. It's nothing compared to what's happening now, and it's the same people.
Yeah.
So this is very, 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 very like encouraging.
Yeah, it's exciting right now.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole crowdfunding thing is just insanity.
I mean, Frankie B. Washington, he's working on Legends of Log, right? I think.
Yes, I think so. I think
I know he's done work on it. I know they have a new issue coming out. I'm not sure if he's
in it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's the artist on it now or not. But
there's another book he's doing, Cowboys and Kaijus. I think it's his also. Yeah.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah.
Was it Cowboys and Coyotes?
No, and kaijus.
Holy crap! Okay, now that.
Yes.
Okay, now that. That's awesome.
Yeah, insanity, man. A lot of okay, but this is the moment for spells and superheroes. People, back it. It looks awesome. Had a lot of fun. The characters have a lot of heart. The designs are amazing. And yeah, okay. I have a question though, and this is for the D&D dork. What version of D&D is the master using? The mastermind using?
Probably 4th edition.
4th edition?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Something a little streamlined, nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. D&D, when I first came across D&D when I was probably like, actually, I was lucky. The road I grew up on, there was several other older kids. And you either sort of have to take some licks, but then after you accept your licks, you kind of get in the group. And from there, yeah, I mean, they were into D&D. So I really young, I got my hands on like the monster manuals. They just let me borrow their books. And dude, yeah, that was really something I was really into as a kid. I got a bunch of art books as a kid, but yeah, D&D, that I came across that early. Then Lord of the Rings came out. That was the thing I was really into. I think I mentioned this the other day, but when Fellowship of the Ring came out, we have 3 streets where I grew up. They were just like 1, 2, 3. There was kids I had never seen before, had never seen after that weekend. They all just came out of nowhere, and everybody had some kind of makeshift sword. I used a curtain rod that you could like pull out of the other rod. And dude, it was a big LARP. The whole neighborhood. It was awesome. It was a great weekend.
Oh man.
Oh man.
That's awesome.
Oh man.
Yeah, so fantasy's always been a big thing for me.
So you guys were cosplaying before cosplaying was a thing, huh?
Yeah, right.
Actually, LARPing.
Yeah, it was a LARP. It was like full blown. People were pretending to be characters. Like the older kid. What is it? Boromir is the one that gets killed in the Fellowship.
Yeah, Fellowship.
Right. That's who I got to be, and that's what they told me. They're like, "You're the guy that dies." I'm like,
Damn.
It's cool though. I had a bunch of fun.
Disrespectful to the ginger.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah. I was a chubby little redheaded kid. I guess I can't blame them.
And I don't know, like if I see Ginger, he's Rohan all over. I wouldn't put him in Gondor at all. Like he's a Rohan rider right away.
I'll take it.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
I rode a horse once or twice. It was fun.
So Benjamin Stowe is saying, "Tell us about the characters."
Oh,
whoa, Benji.
Okay. Yeah.
So let's go and scroll back up, so that way we get to see the characters.
Yeah.
So, all right. So let's get to see our heroes.
Right. So the team, they're obviously sort of a play on other characters. It's a mixture of my 2 favorite superhero teams, really, which is the Teen Titans and the X-Men. You've got Foxman, who's obviously a kind of Wolverine composite. Originally, when we were coming up with him, I envisioned him as Batman, like a Batman type character, just because Batman's one of probably my favorite character, followed by Spider-Man. But Jacob, I don't recall if I had wrote whether he was going to be like a Batman or not, but Jacob hit us with this Wolverine type character. And I was like, oh, yes, that's it, obviously. Yeah. So Foxman, then you've got Zoo Girl, who's, she can transform into various animals. She's like a Beast Boy type. Triclops, of course. Triclops, he's got 3 eyes here.
Yep.
And then Madam Magic, hitting you with the metal sign for her magic symbol.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah. When I was thinking of your characters, I had a theory with Zoo Girl, right? How she was able to just manifest and like just have transformations to any animal. So let's supposedly it's Beast Boy, right? From Teen Titans, because Beast Boy, his way of, he can transform to any animals, and he's a vegan. He doesn't eat meat. Okay. Zoo Girl, she's the total opposite. There's a reason why her name is Zoo Girl. She eats any type of meat of all the animal kingdom for her to be able to transform into these animals. I mean, so she has quite an authentic taste when she has on her platter.
That would be totally metal to have to tackle a tiger and basically eat it.
Yeah, like bite his ear off.
I mean, she might try to eat Foxman.
Oh, you make a good point.
That will make this a whole different story. Like, where's Sugar? Oh, she's eating Foxman again. Whoa.
Just chasing Foxman as a tiger.
Yeah, she's insatiable. Jesus.
Yeah. Overall, though, the team, I'd say that probably Foxman's the leader. You know, Wolverine. There's not a whole lot of. It doesn't go into the character, development too much. It's really more about their time. The book is actually split in 50-50. It's about 50-50 in the kind of not game world, and then 50% in the game world. And here in a couple days, we'll do a reveal of what their characters look like in their D&D form.
Nice.
Yeah, so that'll be fun.
So you're using the D&D archetypes in game with the characters.
Correct.
Oh, sweet.
Okay, that's really cool.
So when the story switches over, it takes place, like I said, about 50-50. So the first couple pages, I don't want to say too much, but it does eventually transfer over into them being in the world, that's represented from the game board. Right. And their characters change according to their character class. You'll actually see that.
Very cool.
Very cool.
The costumes are a lot of fun. I'll say that. I can say that.
No. I have like so many ideas what these characters' background can be. But before I do that, shout out to Aaron H. Jordan for coming by. We're in there.
What up, Aaron?
Thanks, and we got Drawn Talk. What is up, Total Excellence?
What's up, Tyler?
Hey, buddy.
Thanks for coming by, Tyler. Zoo Girl sounds sick. I know it. It's just it's just my theory, okay? It's non-canon. It's Ginger's idea, but if you want to slide in a royalty check for me, you are.
Hey, I hope so, buddy. I would love to be honest with you.
So what was it? So Madam Magic. So her ability, how she got her like hand magic and stuff, especially like the metal hand. It's like I feel like she was trying to like change a whole metal game and just do like an Andrew WK type of thing, and she just plays the piano. And within that, that's when Madam Magic as Madam Metal to Madam Magic.
I actually kind of want to make her Madam Metal. I mean, I'd be interested in the variant costume of Madam Metal. Give her a guitar, just have her rocking out.
No, just make it like Norwegian melodic metal. It's just already magic. Her hair is white. Yeah. You just turn it into like a freaking what's the name of that band? The guy that the band that the girl sings and makes chicks cry. Nightwish.
Chicks cry?
Yeah.
Like actual chicks, like baby chicks.
Yeah, like teenagers, like whenever she sings, like it's so beautiful, and they cry. Nightwish.
I think I know what you're talking about. It's
I think the band's called Nightwish. I think that's Nightwish.
It's a righteous name.
I
had that name, to be honest.
Yeah, it's very like operatic and metal. So I don't know. It's not really my thing. Like I listen to that, and I'm like, okay.
Maybe Madam Metal will have the magic come out of the guitar.
Exactly. No, but just like she's doing this hand gesture, so make it musical about it. Like it would be it would be a very nice element, like a subtext to the whole thing. Like we're making your story now, James. Sorry.
No, that's a really great point, though. I'm glad to hear it, and I can actually dig it. That makes pretty great sense. I actually want to ask Anthony real quick, the color scheme, what were your thoughts coming up with it? Were you looking at any other team ideas, or did you just pick some, how'd you come up with it?
I was looking at, I think you had mentioned the two teams in the very beginning. of us working together, the X-Men and Teen Titans. So I was looking at those a little bit. I was looking at Fantastic Four. And then I was looking at like maybe not so traditional, like Sinister Six. Like they don't have a set color scheme. So I was trying to combine that where if you saw the group together, like you would know they're a team because they kind of have that cohesive color. But separately, you could tell like they're individuals too. And I also like working with a lot of muted colors, typically like more earth tones and stuff. We had a little trouble in the beginning because everything was like super desaturated, and Ginger's like, "Can you bump it up a little bit?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sorry."
Yeah.
So I like mixing that with like some color pop. So I wanted to give their accents, like Triclops' purple and Zoo Girl's green, like make them pop against the uniform purple and gold.
Yeah, buddy, you did a great job, bro.
Yeah, that definitely worked.
Totally loved it.
Definitely worked.
It was a ton of fun coloring like the character sheets. That was a cool little gig.
Yeah, dude. Like I'm learning a lot from watching you guys work. Because I mean, I come from a color correction kind of environment. So it's more like, okay, throw the color and you can like basically manipulate colors afterwards. So to me, color is not that important while I'm animating. It becomes important when in the color correction phase. So now watching you guys, like how you render fur and whatnot, like I'm not really used to that. To me, it's just like, okay, insinuate the fur with the shadow, and then do another layer on top, do a color layer on top, and then do like a screen layer for highlights, then do like an addition layer. You know, like it's a completely different. For example, the highlights of the race on Triclops, as they hit like his deltoid and his chest and the trapezoid.
Yeah,
dude, it just gives it like the whole volume to the form. Like very, very well done, man. I like it.
Well, I didn't do these colors. Did Jacob do these?
Yeah, Jacob drew this all out physically, and I believe he inked it physically as well, and then scanned it in and colored it digitally. Yeah, but this is all Jacob.
Yeah, he did a great job with it.
Oh, yeah. Jacob, then I take everything I said back. No. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
He's still here. Jacob. I guess you missed that, but
yeah. Hold on. Bring Jacob up. Hold on. Let's give him some love.
Yeah, Jacob flew in quick, fast. He wasn't. He's Australian.
Nice.
And you just toss him out.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Jacob.
Goodbye, Jacob.
With his pet gator.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay, yeah. Though, if you want to scroll down, bro. Anthony actually, right before we hit the show, he finished up the second print. Both of our prints are done by this Indian artist. His name's Samrat Das. Okay. He doesn't really have much of a social media presence, but he's in our Discord. But if anybody's interested in, and I'll go over that battle map here in a sec. But,
yeah, most definitely.
Right.
Just going by slowly for everyone to be appreciated.
Sam did a great job. Anthony just got this. That's a magnet. I'll go over everything here in a sec.
Oh, this is the one?
Yeah.
Oh man, this looks fantastic. Let me zoom out of it so that way they can see the beauty. Oh, so this is a second print.
Yeah, this is our second print. Anthony just got this in just now. Very, very pleased with it.
Wow, this is fantastic.
Man, the acting is very, very good.
Yeah,
I like the posing is. Each character is doing like a different reaction to the tabletop.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very distinct. Basically, it's telling me like the personality of each one. Very, very good.
Yeah, it's supposed to be an homage kind of poster cover to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2.
Oh,
Secret of the Ooze, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. Right. You got the Game Master there in the background instead of Shredder. And I believe, I don't recall who the silhouette was in the poster, but yeah, we just
Ivan Ooze.
Ivan Ooze.
No, that's from Power Rangers.
Power Rangers.
Wrong franchise.
No, the thing like the second Teenage Mutant Turtles was like the Secret of the Ooze, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's why it always gets like confused in my mind. Yeah, the late 80s, early 90s was the time of the ooze.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
did great with these prints, man.
Yeah.
So everybody that backs physically gets both prints. On either tier, you'll get both of these prints included. It's a 9x12. Yeah.
Yeah. So
There we
Benjamin
go.
Soto has a question for Gambino.
Mhm.
Gambino, what colorists influence your work?
Ooh. Dave Stewart is one of the big ones. Who else? I always look to a few of these.
Oh man, he's pulling out the books.
Always.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Matt Hollingsworth is another one who I really love. Who else? Steve Bucalato, who did he did stuff more so I think in the early 2000s, but he colored Spider-Man.
Oh. Nice.
Yeah, I mean he's
Beautiful.
fantastic. And I think did he do Dark Victory also? No, this is who's this? Gregory Wright. Kind of the same thing. I also I started coloring my own stuff, so I kind of learned how to color like my work. This is the first time I'm actually coloring someone else's work, so it's been a really fun challenge. But yeah, I think those three are probably my top three influences for color.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing, dude.
Yeah, man.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
you
no,
wouldn't be able to tell that you haven't colored anybody else's work before.
right?
It all comes out great.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, no. So most definitely. So how long have you been a colorist, Gambino?
Like 2 weeks.
Really?
I mean, yeah. I mean, no. Like I've been coloring my stuff for a couple years, 2-3 years now. But yeah, starting with this project, this is like I said, my first project coloring someone else's stuff. So yeah, Stewart is just unbelievable, and I don't know how he gets so much done. It's ridiculous. But yeah, man, I fell in love with it, and it was kind of unexpected.
So what piqued your interest to be like at least taking the road as a colorist? Because I think what helped, because I have the same background, I have a background of graphic design and having associates, is like if you ask, I became a colorist out of accident because I hate colors. I love black and white art.
Yeah.
And I just, it's like whenever like I see colors, it just hinders the art in a way that I just felt like it was kind of like when I became a colorist, like I don't want to hinder the art or just hide it.
Right.
Because I just feel like it's, you just minimize the quality of what the artist has put in within his time and effort and all that stuff. So how were you able to, as a colorist or something along those lines, were you able to not hinder the art when you color it?
Look, I mean, to be perfectly honest, I don't know that I'm not hindering it. Like I'm just trying to do the best I can, and I actually like thought along the same exact lines as you, where like I was totally against color in the beginning. Like I loved looking at black and white art. I loved artists when they use ink wash too and put a little grayscale in there. It's beautiful. But then, like, when I saw these guys, the guys that I mentioned and Lynn Varley, who colored all the Frank Miller stuff back in the day, like,
Yeah.
fantastic, incredible colorist. So when I saw, like, when I was able to recognize the people who did it the best, I recognized that they were using the colors to, like, they're using the color to tell another part of the story, like the illustrator is doing, or like the inker's doing with the lighting, or with the brush strokes and this and that. So I kind of started using it as like I don't know, like make it have purpose, not just to throw color on for the sake of throwing color on.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's
Dude,
why,
you
like,
just hit the nail on the coffin, bro. You color with that there's purpose in it.
yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
it should be, and even like Pedro was talking about before, like learning things and realizing things that bring out emotion, like certain colors bring out certain emotions. So
Mhm.
know when to use that on certain characters, and like I see so much fantastic art, and then I see so much, like I see colors so many times that they fucking color everything, and I'm like, you don't need to color every brick in the building. Like you're not supposed to be paying
Yeah.
attention to the buildings. Like I like these colorists who the stuff that's not as important, it's kind of monochromatic, and then the characters who you're supposed to be paying attention to, they pop, and
Mhm.
they make you feel something because they're supposed to make you feel something. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, the hardest thing to do in all of this stuff, writing, penciling, inking, coloring, lettering, everything, the hardest thing to do is make it as simple as possible.
Yeah.
And it kind of like
Yeah, dude.
you kind of go on this journey of overcomplicating, and then you realize what you're doing, and then it becomes simple. But once you get to that end point, it's like that's your best stuff because you figured out how to
Gambino,
communicate.
Gambino, do you know the work of Vittorio Storaro?
Maybe.
Yeah, Vittorio Storaro is a director of photography for. I mean, he did the director of photography for Apocalypse Now.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah, so that guy basically is doing what you're saying right now, but in cinema.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That's. Is that what a director of photography does? Like, I never knew what that job is.
Yeah, well, the job of the director of photography is basically choosing the lens, helping realize the So the director will come with a framing,
Mhm.
but the director of photography would say, okay, for this thing you want, you need this lens, you need this array of lighting, and basically he's involved with color correction too.
Oh no
So,
shit.
the cool thing about Vittorio Storaro is that, I mean, if you see Apocalypse Now, you see like the deterioration of society as they go on, and colors start getting mute and mute and mute and
Yeah.
mute.
See.
So the thing is, his career is amazing, but I was very, very like impressed. Like, okay, this guy's a genius. In a horrible series he did for Sci-Fi, the Sci-Fi Channel.
Mm-hmm.
Because since they did Dune in 2001 or 2.
Oh
I
yeah,
think.
we were talking about.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Mhm. And the thing is, like, since the guys got Vittorio Storaro for the production, they said, like, I want to do what I want. But Vittorio, shut up! I'm doing what I want. So what he did is he got a little like dimmer console, and as the characters were acting, he was changing the lighting according to the acting of the actors.
Mhm.
And dude, that elevates that at least the first season. Then they got another guy, but that first season, just because he's there, I saw it and it's like, yeah, dude, this is what you do with lights.
Yeah, that's incredible.
And incredible, man. And that's the thing. Like, I mean, some comic books, for example, Frank Miller's Wolverine.
Right.
You see that in the lighting and the choice of like the flat colors.
Yep.
Dude, it's just like, wow.
Yeah, his I can't get my hands on an English cop. I only have it in Italian, but Electra Lives.
Yeah.
Book.
Oh wow.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Or Electra Lives Again, I think. I'm sorry.
Electra Lives Again.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Daredevil Yellow also. It's also
Oh
like,
my god. I think that was Matt Hollingsworth actually. That was some of his earlier stuff.
yeah,
that was like we were talking about before, that was over Gray Wash.
Mhm.
The whole other monster coloring that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't remember if we were talking about it or maybe if it was on Geronimo Draws, but Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula in 1992, like some of the best color I've ever seen on screen.
Yeah.
Film. It's unbelievable.
I mean, Gary Oldman carries that movie, but the set design and the photography was just on a different level.
Spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
yeah, dude. I don't think I have that book here.
says understanding the psychology of color theory, I think, is the biggest difference between good and great colors. Yeah, no, most definitely.
100%. And that again, it goes back to like basic principles. Like when you do the basic stuff, it helps you elevate your game tremendously.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
there's this author called Betty Edwards. I don't know if you know her.
Mm-mm.
She wrote a book called Drawing with the Right Side of the Brain.
Oh yeah, I have that.
Oh, okay, yeah. I
Well-
think Dan Frega even brings it up sometimes in his streams.
Yeah, so she did a book on color theory. It's a must-have also because it brings color on a psychological level.
Right.
And basically, the exercises are very simple. Like, drew a black dot in the middle of a blank page.
Okay.
So, paint around the dot in red. What happens to the dot? Paint around the dot in blue. What happens to the dot? And you'll see a difference.
Right.
The dot in red will look bigger than the dot in blue. And why is that? And then you go to explain why and how our brain works and how we interpret color as signs of danger, as signs of this is edible.
What grabs your attention?
Exactly, and dude, it's an amazing book. Just to understand color, like it won't teach you how to paint, but it will teach you how to understand color. So that's a very very nice read.
At least to apply it and how to use it. That's cool, man.
Yeah, Color Theory by Betty Edwards. It should be at my brother's house.
Yeah. So what I kind of see with Colorist, because I'm growing as a colorist as well, which is something that I learned from Michael Kurt Russell, I believe his name is, and pretty much like the number one thing a lot of colorists that are learning is that you are not a storyteller. Because you can know colors and all this stuff, but if you do not know how to tell a story within these pages, it's like let's say, for example, there's like a huge, there's a protagonist or two protagonists that are in this first page within the splash page, but it's in a group of like a lot of people. Like, what is the first thing you do within the situation? And what you should do within the situation is, one, make sure that the two protagonists. Oh, Pedro's pulling up something.
Yeah, this is the one I rescued. This is the Betty Edwards. Like, this is for drawing.
Okay.
Drawing with the right side of the brain. So Betty Edwards here. Like, just stick around on the Color Theory book. It will help a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that in my wish list. But
also, a lot of people also complain about they don't know how to draw animals, and this is the obvious book that will teach you how to draw animals. It's How to Draw Animals by Jack Ham. I mean, the cover will say like, "Oh my God, what the hell is this?" Because it looks horrible, but dude, it's like procedural. It's very procedural and teach you how to.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
how to do.
Right on.
And it goes with every animal, like, and the posing. It helps you with the posing also, which is also one of the many things that I've seen. So many wolves like walking poorly.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah. Wait, let me see. Just one last one.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
That's
And
interesting.
now they distribute balance and whatnot. So it works for animators, but it works for comic artists too.
Yeah. So so we're going to be finishing up, guys. If you guys have any final questions for spells and superheroes,
yes.
Let us know in the chat. We haven't even finished going through the perks because we were just gone so into it. Chatting and all this fun stuff. So now we got the Adventures Pack. So what comes with the Adventures Pack, Ginge?
It's basically everything you'll get in the Don't Go Alone pack, except minus the patch, Frankie's patch. You'll have to get the Don't Go Alone pack to get the patch. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
And now we get the big tiers.
The big
So we got
ones.
Anthony Gambino, which is our guest here in the panel. So we got a commission with Anthony Gambino for one 11 by 17 piece of art. A purchase of this commission piece also includes a complete Adventures pack as well as a physical commission art piece. Includes items with art commission piece and everything. So Anthony, is this going to be like something physical, or are you going to draw a digital? Like,
Oh no, well, not the colors, but everything I do aside from colors is traditional. So they'll be getting original artwork. Whatever they want, honestly, like anything.
anything? Okay.
Anything. That's
So-
dangerous.
Name your choice.
I mean, it's going to be the greatest, shipping estimate. I mean, it's going to be a great Christmas gift for them, for whatever
yeah.
they wish.
Oh yeah.
And then we got Jacob here. Jacob is being stingy, man. Just only does one
One
Yeah.
commission?
one commission.
He's super busy. Jacob
I
is a
bet.
guy.
I bet,
Yeah.
but not for a commission.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
He's got a day job. It is what it not. But yeah, Jacob's his commission too. I should say he's from Australia, so his will mostly be digital. If you want to work out, if you really want to buy the piece from him, I believe he will ship it to you. But that would kind of be between
You and
whoever.
and the artist, yeah.
Right. But still, I mean, he does great work. You can see the cover right there. I mean, he drew our book. So, I mean, I would
Yeah.
definitely recommend the piece. I tried to get him to do more. And I've asked like 3 or 4 times over the course of building the campaign. So, no, he, just the one.
Yeah, no. So I mean, that's pretty much everything. I mean, you pretty much have a solid goal, especially for 10 pages and the pricing that includes just not. So how come you just don't offer only the book, but just only like a book and then all the other stuff? How come you don't do that tier? I'm very curious on that one.
Which other stuff would you be referring to?
Not
have,
other stuff, but I'm seeing just like a tier, just only the book. Like, let's just say they just will only want the book.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great question, really. I've thought about that. Sort of my meeting in the middle there is the digital version of that. You can get the book digitally for $1. So if you
Okay.
just wanted to try the book and, maybe you didn't want the extra stuff,
Mm-hmm.
ultimately we do want people to want to read the book. But sort of the way Indiegogo works is some people want the extra stuff, some people don't. I hear it, pretty frequently. I personally, I love prints. I mean, I'm a sucker for getting prints. I just love artwork, so for that, that's one thing I like to look for. So we have some prints, but yeah, ultimately the goal is for you to read the book. So, if you want to try it out for $1, by all means.
Mm-hmm. And will you ship like will you open an in demand, or like once the campaign's over, like that's it, like no one has access to this campaign?
No, if we hit the goal, we'll keep it going till I have pretty much everything in my hands ready to ship, and then we'll probably do a closeout. I want to have it all done by December, and start having stuff come in by the end of December, and then I'd like to start shipping January and February.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, awesome.
So it would probably end in December, probably like right at the end of this year.
Okay. Sounds reasonable.
Yeah, it gives everybody time to spend their Christmas bonuses on this stuff.
Yep.
Yeah,
There
right.
you go. Yep.
Indeed.
Yeah. So, yeah, guys, I think we're good to go. There's no questions on the chat or anything, but just want to say thank you, everyone who came by, and especially
guys.
back the book. Actually, let's check. Let's just refresh it for a moment.
Yeah. Let's check how we're
and
doing there.
see how we're doing.
Yeah.
We left off with 5. Let's see. Give me a moment because my internet is slow. Oh, no. Don't worry. I'll be back in this. I just don't want to dox myself.
Yeah,
It tends to happen when you just press
that
that.
would be unfortunate. Yeah.
Yeah, I love you guys, but I don't want you on my doorstep. So, so
Yeah,
all right,
thank you guys. Everybody that backed, thank you. Seriously, I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you, chat.
Thank you so
Thanks
much.
for having me on, man.
Yeah. So, dudes, we're gonna be having a closeout. Just say your final words. James, I'm going to leave you last because you are the writer and creator. So I will go for Gambino.
What are we doing?
Just
Final
do your
words?
final words just to close
Oh.
out the stream.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, chat, for hanging out with us. Thank you, backers, and have a great night. I'll see you guys soon.
All right.
Thank you, Anthony. See you later, buddy.
Thank you, brother.
Now we got Pedro.
Okay, my final word is bucket. I don't know. No, guys, back the book. It looks amazing. Go spells and superheroes, man. Keep going, Indy.
Amen to that, man. So, Ginge, to
Yeah.
close it off.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody, that backed the book. I know it's probably seems a little weird offering just 11 pages, but I wouldn't let that scare you off or anything. It's going to be a fun 11 pages, and everything that you're going to get with it. It's going to be a professional campaign, done, with, taking your money and your time very seriously. So I just want to thank everybody that comes along with me on the ride, and thank everybody that showed up tonight. Thank you, guys.
Most definitely, dudes. So, guys, thank you everyone so much for watching this stream. You guys ooze of excellence as always. Remember, dudes, stay excellent. My name is Ichthus, and this is our way of goodbye. Later, dudes.
Bah.